What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and why I'm super bullish for the long-term future. I'm also going to talk about where I see the share price going and do some technical analysis about that, especially after the latest piece of news that just came out as Tesla just announced a massive recall. I'm also going to talk about other pieces of news affecting the market and what Elon Musk, the man, the myth, the legend Elon Musk has been saying quite recently on his Twitter page, as he just gave a prediction as to when he sees a market correction coming. Now, before I talk about Elon Musk's tweets and what I see happening with the technical analysis of Tesla, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo, you're not only going to qualify for a limited time iPhone 13 Pro giveaway, meaning you may win an iPhone 13 Pro, but you're also going to get up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500 by simply signing up with the link down below. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So check this out right here. Tesla had a crazy day today, okay? It dropped down to 1,055. Then it ran all the way up to 1,095. Then it crashed to about 1,070, closing a little bit in the red, down 1.46%. Once again, not too concerning, not too significant, but it was in the red, and I do need to talk about why. Now, before I go into full detail about why Tesla was in the red, but let's just talk about the market first and talk about how this may affect Tesla. So Tesla did run very similar to that of the S&P. It did have some like good volatility, then it did dip very similar to that. So the S&P may have affected Tesla today. The S&P is currently in the red, down 0.28%, but it did hit another all-time high, which was very bullish in my opinion. Now, the thing about Tesla is Tesla theoretically should have had a green day today, just as I showed you guys yesterday, but there were external things that affected it. Look at NIO, guys. NIO's up 14.76%. Look at XPeng, it's up 9.96%. The large majority of EVs and many tech stocks out there were in the green, but Tesla was a little bit in the red, and I need to talk about why. So first off, let's talk about the market, okay? The key to the Fed rate hikes, it may end up being the 2022 paychecks of Americans. And this is a new piece of news that just came out that I want to address just briefly. And that's because of the fact that the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, he cited that wages are a key inflation signal to watch for in 2022. And there are fears of what is known as the wage price spiral, which means that rising pay feeds rising prices or a higher way of life in America, as many economists are indicating. So what does this mean? This means that the Fed rate hikes may be happening quicker than anticipated and maybe a little bit more dramatic, but I don't think it's going to be too it's not going to hurt the market too badly that quickly. Now, why am I saying that? Well, look at the fear and greed index, guys. We're still in a pretty good position, and this means that we should see some green, or at least quite a bit of green, still in 2022, at least early 2022. It looks pretty good. Now, a couple of weeks ago, it was extremely fearful. Yesterday, we were at 60 on the greedy side. Now we're at 62. So the higher the number goes, guys, the more greedy the market is. And right now it's looking better than before, which is still a good sign. And it does look like a Santa rally is going to perpetuate. Now the question is, the market looks good and the market is allowing Tesla to run up. So is Tesla going to run up? And right now it did look like it was supposed to run up, just like I told you guys yesterday. We do have resistance at around the $1,100 range, but it doesn't look like we're going to see way too much green, especially after this recall. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to crash. I think that Tesla's going to run up, and if I bring up other indicators, you guys can actually see this more clearly, but I think Tesla's going to be running up, but then it's going to drop, and it's not going to break past 1,100 this week. And why do I say that? I'm giving a not so meticulous prediction, and the reason I'm saying that is because of the fact that we have some new news that came out that's affecting it. So let's talk about the indicators real quick, then I'll get on with the news and what Elon Musk just said. So look at these exponential moving averages. Tesla's currently above them, or at least it was above them, then it dipped right below the short-term exponential moving averages over this shorter time frame, which is an indicator that we could start to drop a little bit. The RSI dipped a little bit to 55.8, which is a little bit low for Tesla standards, and the CCI went really low, guys. So that is an indicator that we could drop a little bit. The MACD did flip with the 9-day moving average, showing that we have some bearish momentum. Now, I'm not saying I'm giving up on Tesla, guys. I'm super bullish for the long-term future, but for the short term, which is just tomorrow, it seems like a lot of indicators are indicating that Tesla is going to drop a little bit. Now, I'm not necessarily going to make that claim because this has happened so many times, and yet Tesla closed in the green. But one thing I do know that I'm very confident about is I don't think Tesla's going to close above 1100, right? That's where the very strong resistance was. So where are we going to close? I think that it could actually go either way. It's still possible because it is the end of the week and Tesla is typically green on Fridays. So it is possible that the bulls are going to gain control and bring this thing up. So it's probably going to close between where we are now and right below 1100, right? We managed to run to 1100 today still. So I'm not necessarily going to be surprised if we do that. Now, the thing is, I don't necessarily think we're going to break past 1100, and we might not run too dramatically because of the news that came out. And I need to address that very, very closely because that can affect Tesla. So look at this right here. The Verge indicated that Tesla recalls nearly 500,000 Model 3 and Model S cars. Now, this is very important for us to talk about, guys. This is breaking news that came out about Tesla. It states right here that Tesla has issued voluntary recalls for nearly 500,000 vehicles to address potential failures in its trunk latching systems, as first reported by Barron's. The recalls apply to all Model 3 units released between 2017 and 2020. Now, that's very crazy in my opinion, and this is also going to include many Model S units too. Now, what Tesla believes is happening is the opening and closing of the trunk could damage the cable harness attached to its rear view camera, causing the camera to unexpectedly fail. Now, this could be kind of a bit of a, how should I say, a problem if this were to happen, which is why they're trying to be as safe as possible and follow many regulations from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or the NHTSA. So this is the reason why they had to recall about 475,000 cars. Now, before you guys lose it and go crazy, look at this right here. Another analyst known as Dan Ives, he does have quite a bit of credibility. He stated that the Tesla recall is not a concern. So he's saying that it's not as concerned as the media is making it seem. So don't necessarily become too scared. But the problem is the media tends to report this and exaggerate. So this could, be the main reason as to why there is some bearish momentum forming. And that's probably the reason why Tesla can actually dip a little bit, but I don't necessarily think that's very probable. I don't think it's going to be too dramatic. And if we do dip, guys, be prepared for a good recovery in January. I think we're going to have a good recovery. I don't think the recession is going to start that soon. So it's nothing to be too concerned about, just as this analyst is saying. I definitely agree with him. But once again, we could see this affect the price movement just for tomorrow. I think we're going to recover quickly, but be prepared for some high volatility, okay? Another big thing worth talking about is the good pieces of news that came out too, guys. I'm not just going to talk about the bad news, but the good news too. Electric reported that the New York Police Department buys 184 Ford Mustang Mach-E's, and it approves the option to buy 250 Tesla Model 3 S's. Once again, I'm super, super excited, guys. I'm sorry, Tesla Model 3s. I just said 3S. Tesla Model 3s. So they're basically doing something absolutely different and something that's very bullish for Tesla. Tesla is now entering the police car market now. The United States is now buying police cars that are Teslas. Could you imagine how awesome that is? It makes me very, very excited, guys, for the future of this company as they're expanding their business model and they're now helping to bring more and more and more different cars out there, especially cars that are used by the US government for the electric market. I think that's very awesome. It's good for the environment and it's improving Tesla's business model. That's very cool. I also want to talk about this right here. Electric reported that Tesla launches a new AMD chip and a 12-volt lithium ion battery in 2022 for the Model 3 and Model Y vehicles. Once again, very good piece of news in my opinion, because there is a lot of improvement that is associated with a change like this. Now, there's a lot of new changes coming that I think are very awesome, and they were leaked through a test program in Europe, which is good news as well, guys, because Tesla's improving their models, their batteries are getting more efficient, and this can significantly improve their ranges going forward. So with the news out of the way, guys, I know it was kind of overwhelming, but I want to talk about what Elon Musk just said, guys. He said some absolutely breaking news. So this person known as Christopher Mims, they stated that there were 936 startups valued at more than $1 billion in the world today. Why is that significant? Well, Elon Musk said that if history is any guide, not many will make it past the next recession. Someone asked him, when do you think the next recession will be? And Elon Musk stated this. I'm going to click on this just to make this closer and check this out. Predicting macroeconomics is challenging, to say the least. My gut feeling is maybe around spring or summer 2022, but not later than 2023. Guys, Elon Musk is predicting a recession happening between spring or summer 2022 and no later than 2023. That's going to be the year 2022. Elon Musk sees it happening next year, a recession, a market correction. And I definitely agree with him. I was saying the same thing to you guys. That's probably going to start as the Fed is raising the interest rates and doing all sorts of crazy things like that. And in my opinion, guys, I think Elon Musk is correct about this, and he's warning you guys that there is probably going to be a correction, and this could bring Tesla a little bit down going forward. But I don't think it's going to be too dramatic because of the fact that Tesla has a lot of very, very strong community members. The institutions are not going to sell all their shares, in my opinions, and I still think that it's going to act as a hedge to the market, at least to some degree. So I wouldn't be surprised. And this is the thing about this video. I need to talk about the long term a little bit too. For the long term, we might dip a little bit, but eventually we're going to gain very strong support. I'm not sure how low we'll dip to, but I do still see Tesla as being a hedge to the market. And new, bullish catalysts coming out could still bring this thing up even during a recession, in my opinion. So I just wanted to make that clear, especially considering that it's probably going to happen next year, as indicated by Elon Musk. He has an economics degree, I believe, and he does have a lot of credibility when making a claim like that. Now, I also want to talk about this right here. Elon Musk liked this right over here. The version 11 of the full self-driving beta has added a little bit of music notes that show if your external speaker is playing music. Once again, that's really cool in my opinion. I just wanted to put it out there, and this is something Elon Musk was tweeting about, so it's another cool update. And the last update for you guys is this right here. Elon Musk basically talked about the fact that there are going to be a lot of improvements coming to the full self-driving betas, guys. The full self-driving technology is improving every single day, so don't necessarily attack it or try to criticize it at where it is right now, because improvements keep on coming, as indicated by Elon Musk. So with that out of the way, guys, I want to talk about where this is going to go before I end this video. Once again, tomorrow, it could really go either way. If a bullish scenario is we probably are not going to break past 1100, but we could be a little bit in the green. But it seems a little bit more probable to me that we're going to drop a little bit because of the FUD coming out and all the crazy news. And we shouldn't dip too hard, guys. Like I said before, many analysts are saying it's not too concerning. And if that does end up playing out, guys, I want to let you guys know something. January 2022 is probably going to be a very good month for Tesla. It's notorious for short squeezes, and I think there's going to be a lot of bullish momentum coming for Tesla just for January, and we'll see a good recovery. We may even go to all-time highs again. So don't lose it, guys. Don't sweat on this. Just remain calm, cool, and collected, and be prepared for some good moves to come in the future. With that said, guys, thank you all for listening. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and Tesla still has all the potential in the world. I thank you, and peace out.